And can you tell us a little bit about, I guess, one of their more memorable franchises, the Beach Party movies?
Oh, yes, I can talk about the beach party movies. I love them. I love them, and I will defend them as, well, you know what? Necessary entertainment, necessary to the enjoyment of life. They had a favorite screenwriter at AIP, Arkoff's Canadian brother-in-law, Lou Rusoff. Lou Rusoff would write films for them. He eventually became a producer there as well. The brother of Arkoff's wife. So they were Winnipeg types, I think. They were out west, and he came to LA for the brutal task of researching kids at the beach. Hanging out at the beach in the sun, George, the poor guy, he would listen to the kids, watch what they would do, then he would get ideas from that. So he came up with Beach Party in 1963 was the first. Now, as everybody knows, it wasn't the first real beach party movie. That was, of course, Gidget in 59. But that was a subgenre, the beach party movie, that AIP took off and they made it their own. And so Arkoff, in his book, he talks about battling with Walt Disney about the way Annette Funicello was depicted in the beach party movies. And he doesn't, for my own liking, in his book, dive deeply enough for me into the beach party movies. But he does talk about, 300 to 400, $500,000 they would put into these films. And the most unlikely West Coast beach couple in Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello.
Yeah.
Somehow they just vaulted. I guess, Frankie had his singing career that was doing well, and Annette, was a Mouseketeer and very popular. So I understand the casting there. But those movies, and if you look into it, it wasn't like a decade's worth of films. They struck while the iron was hot, and there was 3 or 4 years of increasingly goofy beach party movies. But the kids out west, a lot of them loved them because they would hit the beach too, and it was kind of kicks. Of course, real surfers hated them, but that's another story. But even the kid in Kansas City, or the kid sitting in South Dakota or somewhere, would really latch on to these films just like they would to the Beach Boys, for example. And so they sold a lot of tickets for the beach party movies, and they did really well as well. And a lot of actors and actresses got a lot of exposure in those films. Now, not a lot of them really went on to, much of consequence, but that was their thing. And they've been able to, dine out on that for years and years afterwards. So they were fun films, and they were just one little pocket of the entertainment that American International provided in the early 60s.